Why? Not for the walk. Sunburn. Like a motherfucker. Because I was going to walk indoors. And I was like, wow, it's kind of nice out today and it's not insanely hot. Might as well enjoy a day where it's nice and not unbearable. I should have thought about the decision, though. Oh, man. I wonder sometimes if I should make a new Instagram. Especially because it's more music focused. I feel like a lot of people... First off, my followers on here for my dead Instagram blew up because of that stupid fucking divorce video. Again, in perspective, my Instagram. No one gives a shit about anything else I posted here. Because it's either dead followers from like 2018, sorry. Trying to hide from the sun. Like a fat vampire. Or like people who want to like me to like post like reels about relationship advice, like I'm Quantum. The AI videos are great too. I mean, and look, man, I mean, I get trolled on here too. That's not the issue, but like, you know, Twitter's a shitstorm. It's a shit show. As I'm tripping. It's an absolute shit show. I'm not even talking about stuff regarding me. You look at anybody, it's like everyone just fucking monkeys slinging mud at each other on there. And I sling mud too when I go on there like once every 3 weeks now. My mattress I got off Amazon is great. Especially now that I have an air conditioner in the room. It's funny, I didn't realize, because I have an air conditioner in my apartment. I have a big ass, on my side of the house, a big ass portable air conditioner. And in normal times, it still works fine. It blows out ice cold air. Nothing wrong with it. And it's perfectly sealed. Made sure there's no leaks in the window. That thing will cool off the whole place. My bedroom used to be slightly warmer, because obviously it's a separate room. But it used to be fine. Not this year. Not this fucking year. How many milligrams of edibles am I on now? None. I'm out. You realize that's DUI. Just like you were drinking. You know? So, nope. Matteo, it isn't about Instagram being soft. It's about the live stream feature on Twitter now. Sucks. I'm calling it Twitter. X is the stupidest fucking name. We're over that period where people are just like, it's human nature not to be used to it. X is a dumb name for a social media platform. It makes no sense whatsoever. It tried to comment on... Yeah, Facebook's weird like that, Matteo. You're right. Facebook is... Because Facebook owns Instagram. Or Meta. Whatever the fuck you want to call them now. They own Instagram. Dude, I put up a video of Donald Trump. I think I told you guys in the live stream. What was he talking about? How he could get a better erection than fucking Joe Biden? And it, like, flagged me and warned me. Like, basically insinuating they would shut my Instagram down if I kept, because they warned me about 2 different videos. I'm like, it's obviously AI. I'm not trying to put up misinformation that Donald Trump is talking about his penis, which he has before anyway, but whatever. You're going to see my tipples. Imagine I ripped off my shirt and started screaming like Boogie. I'm going to get a fucking sunburn, dude. This is retarded. Trying like a fucking vampire to stay in the shadows. Yeah, they're too fucking sensitive, dude. I'm like, I could see if I was trying to like put out misinformation and make it like it's an actual Donald Trump video. You know, I could understand that. Like making him say something about Gaza, okay, makes sense. Some of the AI shit, like especially with Bill Gates, there's some times you can't tell with some of those, most of the videos you can with that app, but there's some times you can't fucking tell. So I can understand that. But if I'm talking about stupid shit, that obviously, I mean, yes, I know there are people that are very dumb, but does anyone think that, well, maybe they think Donald Trump again. Does anyone think they're really talking about the stuff I'm saying? Like Morgan Freeman getting a loaf of sourdough bread up his ass by Steve Ballmer. Yeah, I'm saying that out loud in front of people. That's fine. Don't even know how that would work. They banned you from lives here or Facebook. Dude, they're so weird. It's too egregious. You have Twitter, which is the other extreme, who, you know, someone could be like, yeah, I'm going to come shoot you in the face. Twitter or X, I'm going to file a report. Here is the tweet. I even screen capped it. Someone said they're going to shoot me in the face. And, oh, yeah, this doesn't violate our terms of service. Elon says that you're a cuck. Okay, thank you, Elon. But the thing is, in Elon's defense, even when Jack Dorsey was at the helm and whoever was in between, they didn't do anything either. They didn't do a goddamn thing. The only time Twitter would step in, and this is when it was actually Twitter. Why am I story time with Rich? I'm like Jay, except taking a walk. Is when it was a very popular figure. If there was a popular figure that got into a... Remember Milo Yiannopoulos and I think it was Tracy Jones, is that her name? They went into a back and forth. Then Twitter will step in, or X, and they'll say, we'll do better, blah, 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 blah. But for the average person, I remember when Jason Schreier was getting credible threats, well, or at least he was getting DMs. Credible threats may be extreme. For calling out No Man's Sky, which in the beginning he was very right about, by the way. Someone wanted to beat the shit at him and they went into detail about how they wanted to do it. He reported it. He showed the response of Twitter basically saying, yeah, we don't give a fuck. And that was it. But then he put out a story calling them out, and then they fixed it. I'm the Fred guy. Yeah, okay. Listen, you got to find Bill. Can't say his last name. I think I actually know it. I almost did by accident. The guy, intro guy, actually worked with him because he used to work at Filene's. Now it's owned by Macy's. They bought out Filene's, I think, when they closed down. He used to work with this guy, Bill. Now, as an adult, you realize, man, I'm talking about, hey, it's good for me. Talking while walking. Bill was an alcoholic. Tell me if you know this story. So, Matt used to work with Bill. I was actually, even though I was in school, I was pretty close to full time there, so I'd always work with Bill. And Bill used to walk around and go, oh. And I was like, why is this guy moaning like he's fucking either taking a shit or busting a nut? And Matt noticed it too. And like in 2019, he's like, no, earlier than that. He's like, yeah, we used to talk about like Bill back in like 2016. He's like, and this is when Matt was still drinking. And he was like, yeah, he's like, I know that moan. That's the moan of alcohol hangover agony. And I remember I'm like, yeah, dude, you were right, because his breath. You know, like when people drink and you could kind of like smell their breath has that like funk to it. He was right. That was his I'm sighing in agony moan. So Oh God, John, you remember you remember the details, dude. Yeah, Joan. She was so nice. She was nice. I had no issues with Joan. That's who I used to get it was funny because I was like part-time, but they always had insane work filings. Always had insane work. So I always had like 30 fucking hours a week. So, but I'd have to go to her every week because the reason why, because I wasn't full-time, technically. They'd have me like in a different section, filling in for people. And between people calling out sick, quitting, or getting fired, there was plenty of options. Gee, I wonder why that was. I have no idea. Thank you. What's up, Mr. Baker? Excellent line. Damn, it's almost 4 o'clock already? What the hell happened to the day, man? Yeah, it's easier. Well, no, I'll be streaming June the King's thing tomorrow. I'll stream that. I'm curious about it. What's funny is I saw one of the chapters there, and it said threats and doxing. I'm like, I know exactly what he's talking about. I've already talked about this on live streams. He's talking about one of my very devoted trolls, which I'm sure is going to be gone into, so I don't even know why I'm holding back their name. Anyone remember Review Hell USA? He actually, there was one time it was definitely a fake dox, and he did it he gave me the information pretending to be someone else to see if I would put it out. And like an idiot, I did. So then he could say I put out a dox. And it was nothing burger information. Then, there was the one, this is with Shadow's government, where they allegedly got the guy's name from Anonymous. It wasn't right. I found this out later. And it was all BS. And what they were trying to do was use me as a useful idiot. You remember, does anyone remember Dr. Mike besides John? They were trying to start their own talk show, all this other stuff. Dylan, I didn't know any of that shit. I was just scared shitless because of Review Hell USA. They said, hey, we're looking to go after online trolls. He was telling me he was going to get me on like talk shows and shit. Dr. Mike, and I'm like, dude, if you could help me with this problem. And here I'm thinking I could go in I was such an idiot. I was so naive. And yeah, I bought into it. And I remember them saying, they were like, pretend we're one of your sponsors. It'll scare off the trolls. It didn't, it made some of them nervous, but all it did was make them angrier and make them go after us harder to try to find out every piece of dirt possible. So that was it. I found out that Dr. Mike, it's not the Dr. Mike from YouTube. He lives fairly close to me. I never met the guy. He could go fuck himself. Yeah. Basically, in the end. Now, the other thing is that Shadow's dead. From what I hear, he committed suicide. I just heard that a few days ago. I knew for years he passed away. I didn't know why. Who doxed Afro Game Dude? I didn't dox anybody. At the end of the day, I didn't dox anybody. On top of it, too, they tried to even say I doxed 1316 Killer, and I didn't. They used the way you could edit text on Twitter to make it say like I posted a tweet that I didn't. So, no one got, in the end, no one got doxed. I did try. I thought, with Review Hell USA, I thought I did. But in the end, I just got tricked by. That's all it was. What'll be interesting is I have plenty of receipts to show why. Well, one, I was an idiot and didn't have the etiquette with YouTube. The irony that I have now. And secondly, you'll see, I have a whole folder that I forgot about. I thought this folder got lost of shit that he did. I actually handed that evidence off to the police. So, a long time ago. So luckily I wasn't a moron and I kept it all. So, it'll be a good context to what is discussed. But again, everything there is like the does it play thing. There's nothing that is like unearthed, at least from the titles that I've seen. I didn't see the video yet. So it'll be a fun watch. It is what it is. Who the hell knows? There may be another one made on me in the future for some other dumb shit. You do this, it was not a matter of if, it was a matter of when that something like this was going to be made. You know? Yeah, and the guy who I tried to dox is the same one. I'll say this, John, you've mentioned it on Twitter, so it's not like you were hiding it. He's here right now, got John fired. When I was driving up to Maine one time, there's other shit that I have to. John, you know the whole fucking story with that psycho. He was following me on real time on a map and posting where I was on Twitter. He posts a map of where my house was. He actually threatened to beat the shit out of DSP, which got one of his accounts banned. There's plenty of stuff, dude. I have endless receipts on that guy. Yeah, he's a very sane, rational guy. And the funniest thing is, he's proof, though, that not feeding the trolls works, Sean. Because I'll say this now, because a lot of this stuff is going to be unearthed with the documentary tomorrow. That's the same guy, okay? When my cousin died of COVID, he made his banner on Twitter that showed a picture of him. And then on top of it too, he said that I was trying to use his death to make money on my live streams. He also called the cops, I forgot to tell you this part, on Camelot, saying he was driving his race car up and down the road, trying to get him arrested. He called my gym. John, I know the guy's voice. John actually filtered the voice down to its original pitch. When he called the gym, it was him. God, what else did he do? He's gotten me, he would call to be a concerned citizen, get me threatened to get out of convention, saying that if I was there, something violent was going to happen. John, you could back me up on that. He would get my sponsors canceled and brag about that. I remember Hawpog was a big deal. Again, I was an idiot and made a big to-do about it like Phil would. And I shouldn't have, because it would have taken the wind out of his sails much quicker. But yeah, he was a dedicated motherfucker. I fed him. That was part of the problem. And I stopped feeding him, which is part of the reason he went away. Only took me a decade to learn to not be a fucking idiot. But yeah, he's a bad guy. So it'll be interesting to see what he says, because again, I'll just give my take on it, and I'm going to talk about it publicly. I won't be happy if he tries to make that dude out to seem like some kind of victim of mine, because I have plenty of witnesses that can prove otherwise, and I have receipts that can prove otherwise. Again, I was an idiot. I was new doing YouTube as a living, and no, I shouldn't have even posted a fake ass docs, but he's a piece of shit. Lesson learned. I don't necessarily feel bad about him, but I was doing YouTube, not even a full 2 years, full time at that time. Tom's brains hurt started following me. What's up? So again, it doesn't, would I ever, I've had people do worse to me now. No, that's not true. But I've had people do pretty bad things to me now. A lot of times I don't even mention it. 99% of the time, I don't even mention it. And then they never do it again. Why? Because I don't mention it. If you mention it, like, why do you think how many times have I been swatted at my current home? 2 or 3? Did I ever make a video on it? Never. Because all it would do is, if I made a video on it, it would happen 10 times more. What's up, Garrett? You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like, it's tough. And, it's human nature, if you don't do this shit, is you want to respond. Think about if people said a 10th of the shit, that's probably be generous, to someone's face, they get knocked the fuck out. I'm not saying by me, but I'm saying, say you worked at a job and your coworker was like, hey, you fat ugly fuck, how you doing? You're like, excuse me? No, you don't talk to me that way. They'd probably be fired. So you think that the internet isn't the same thing. Every instinct you would have in the real world mostly is different on the internet, because there's nothing you could do. You stomp out, even if you stomp out 10 of them, there's going to be 30 fucking more. You know what I mean? Where did I play Elden Ring for 150 hours in the past 2 weeks? What account are you looking at that I played Elden Ring 150 hours in the last 2 weeks? Unless, I know why. When I went to go actually play it, it said there was another account that you were in. I may have left it on a title screen somewhere, but I have not. I just I could show you where I am. So, yeah, Dylan, who fucking cares? Even if I played 6,000 hours, but I didn't. Like, I think, is that Nate? Yeah, dude, you could leave a computer on for Dylan, if I played 600 hours, what the fuck does it matter? Dylan, don't give me parenting advice, dude. You don't even know what's going on in my life or how things work. And I didn't play the fucking game. Why do people feel like they can do this? Can I ask a question, Dylan? Why do you care? Let's see. You got my attention now. Yeah, dude, seriously. If my kids are fed and are safe and they're doing okay. I don't need parenting advice from a random guy on the internet. I lied about the Dropbox? I'll go ask Jay about that. What else did I lie about? I mean, we're going to talk about this all tomorrow. After tomorrow, I'm not going to address any of this stuff even on stream, but it's all going to have to come to fruition for tomorrow. So, what's up in the Dropbox? I'm so tired of hearing about the Dropbox. I'm so tired of people that are actually terrible people trying to pin stuff on me. That's not true. There's plenty of stuff that I fucked up with that you could say, all right, yeah, I did it. But dude, besides who I'm talking about here, and those were fake doxes because I got baited into them, who have I doxed? Who? Dude, whether it was Worski that hacked it or someone else, someone got in there and was looking, because I saw it for a fact that someone was looking through shit that I haven't even touched since it was uploaded. Stop, dude. I'm not going through this again. Again, tomorrow I'm going to have to talk about a bunch of shit. That's why I'm addressing it now. So stop it, dude. Don't you think if they had something... people are even trying to say that I broke into Jay's bank account. Don't you think if any of this shit happened, that there'd be at least someone talking to me right now? Like, come on. Get real. Go after actual horrible people. Like that dude, he was, let's keep it real. He was the guy who, He was a black dude, but he sounded like Ned Flanders with the weird hair. You know what happened to him, right? He was kind of becoming popular. You know what happened to him? He was in a gym bathroom, and I believe, allegedly, okay, he exposed himself to a 15-year-old. Yeah, it's a weird thing that people are very concerned about the personal lives of public figures, even outside of me. It's a very bizarre thing. I don't understand it. I don't give a shit about any actual celebrity. I ain't shit. I'm a nobody. But I don't care who's sleeping with who's doing this, who's like, you know what I mean? Now, of course, God forbid, if someone's abusing a kid or whatever, yes, that's a different story. That is everyone's business. But beyond that, it ain't my business what someone else is doing, so long as everyone's safe, and vice versa. And if you think otherwise, you're a fucking weirdo. It's that simple. You join me being a man, taking a walk. So, like, today and tomorrow, of course, I'm going to have to address shit. And then, for business reasons outside of YouTube, I will not be streaming for a couple days, because I can't. No, I'm not nervous about it. You know what's funny is that people keep on like making it like it's my demise. There's June the King videos where personalities, he's done multiple videos. Some of those people have done way worse. And they're still here. He's made 2 videos on Phil. I checked yesterday, 2 maybe? Whatever, even if he made 1. If Phil's still here, I'll be okay. And you know what? I don't really care. As odd as it is, I don't. And I'll live. I'll be fine. Yeah, if Boogie could still make a living on the internet, I don't know if you're trolling or not, Sage, but it's a good point, though. Even if you are trolling, if Boogie could still make a living on the internet for allegedly faking cancer, I'll be okay. I think I'll be A-okay. Yeah, shit. Dr. Disrespect's trying to come back, which he shouldn't. No one should allow that motherfucker to come back. Probably shouldn't show you where I am, but this is Vassar campus. It's beautiful during the day. That's why I wanted to walk here. Downside is I'm sweating. Even though I just showered, I'm going to probably smell like shit and I'll have to shower again. Oh no. That's a first world problem. I mean, it is what it is, dude. I think I said this when I first started walking with you guys. It was inevitable that one day something like this would happen, you know? And it is what it is. Just move forward from it, you know? No, this is nowhere near the hood. This is... Oh, it's Donald Trump's tremendous stakes. He's joking. Maybe to Donald Trump this would be the hood, but this is Vassar campus. This is a very beautiful campus. So yeah, tomorrow is it's in today. Well, we'll see if I'm streaming tonight, but it'll be interesting because I will answer questions because with the documentary, it'd be insane not to. And then after tomorrow though, no, I'm going back to like 2020 me. I got trolled back then, but because my headspace was in a better space, I didn't respond to it as much. Okay, I thought I saw cop cars. I'm like, fuck. Am I like the irrelevant version of Ice Poseidon right now? Anyway, all right, let me get going. I'm gonna get sunburned, so I should get the hell out of here anyway. And I will see you guys almost definitely tomorrow. Yeah, my head is gonna be fucking on fire later. I'm an asshole. See you later.